And what is happening, everybody? Welcome back to Acceleracers Sub for another video. Hopefully you guys are all doing awesome. So today, guys, we are long overdue on the next subreddit recap. There's been a bunch of posts in the Acceleracers subreddit over the last couple months, like floods of posts. It used to be, 3 to 5 posts a day. Then it was like 5 to 7 posts a day. These days, it's more like 10 to 15 posts a day in the subreddit. There is just a ton of action in the subreddit these days. Lots of new people still joining the community almost every day. It seems like there's somebody saying, hey, just getting back into it. What do you think of these? Where should I get these? Or any of these rare? There's just all sorts of people joining the community, watching the movies for the first time. And one of my personal favorites is when you can tell whenever somebody goes through and rewatches the movies for the first time since they were kids, and they come in with the screenshot of basic stuff like Benji's car in the swamp realm, and they're like, this might blow some people's minds, but this is actually Benji's car from Highway 35. Real basic stuff, and they're thinking it's gonna mind blow everybody. And we're like, guys, is this your first time being here? We've been talking about this, and I don't think people understand how in-depth people have examined these movies over the last, 15 years or so. I mean, we've seen posts of people trying to translate the Ruins Realm transcription on the wall. We've seen, there was one post a while ago with Vert in the Silencers headquarters at the end of the Ultimate Race, and they had stuff written on the screen behind Vert, and I think it was a picture of Baseline or something. And there's all sorts of speculation. I'm like, if people have examined these movies down to the science. So it's funny when people sort of rejoin the community for the first time in a long time, and they think they're going to blow people's minds with stuff that they've screenshotted from the movies. No matter what you think you've seen, somebody else has already examined it, I promise. But anyways, guys, that was my little tangent for the day. It just cracks me up seeing those posts and seeing the people interact with them. Yep, you're not the first one to notice this. There's been thousands before you. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump into my favorite posts from the subreddit over the last month, 6 weeks or so. Let's take a look at it. All right, so the first post of the day is by Rafael Huard. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He said, work in progress, first time clear coating car with this type of paint on it. What do you think? I think this is the brightest, most electric blue I have ever seen. Looks fantastic. And then we have a funny post by Patrick908 with the caption of Vert saying, you're back and you got Marky. Hey, you guys didn't happen to find Kadeem, right? And Kurt and Marky looking at each other like, who's gonna be the one to tell him that his friend is a robot? And then another one back to back by Patrick908, how Gig caught the Acceleracharger. And this is one that used to get me as a kid that I never really noticed. When Nolo wins the Swamp Realm, Gig says, Dr. Ches will want to study that. Nolo says, just be sure he gives it back, and flicks it off screen to Gig. And you hear a catching sound, like a metallic catching sound. And you're like, how did Gig catch that? So this time he actually illustrated it. And then a post by Prowal Flyer who said local vendor store was closing and had everything listed half price. Got all 5 for $30. Check it out. $6 a pop for these Acceleracers cars. Nitrium, RDO 6, riveted, hollowback, and jackhammer. And honestly, if it's half price, all 5 of them would have been $60 regular priced. And that's honestly not terrible either for carded Acceleracers. And then a post by Randy Leahy himself, or Corey Trevor 420 is what he goes by on the subreddit. Work in progress with his new display case. There's going to be a ton of shots of this later in this recap, so stay tuned. And then we have a couple pictures by O Medicine that he put in one post. A friend of mine said it had to be done. Custom Track Realm Thoughts. Track pieces printed by Overused. So I believe this is the Ice Realm with the Midnight Purple Slingshot. And I think that's a Randy Leahy custom with the pop-up headlights. Check it out with that orange and purple look. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. But I'm pretty sure this is the Ice Realm, or I guess you could make the argument that it's like a Cavern Realm. I don't know. But I do know I absolutely love diorama style stuff. So we have some more customs here, the movie accurate baseline and the Teku Dior 2 on the same track. And then it switches over into a Swamp Realm style track with the movie accurate synchro. Check out those wheels. And I love the little grass on the track. That's a really nice touch. It's really cool. And then in the background, obviously we have Kurt on the Caterpillar crawler. And here is another Swamp Realm shot with Spectite, Pile Driver, and Power Rage. And then one last photo from his post. Definitely go check out the full post on the subreddit. I think there's a couple pictures that I didn't have in here, but this looks like it is the junk realm with all the, junk, screws, bolts on the track. Absolutely wicked. He's got the climber hyperpod in the background with the movie accurate riveted on top of it. Absolutely crushed this display. And then a post by Affectionate Call 769. Look what I just found, an Accelodrome. And it looks like it is fully complete, honestly, which is pretty surprising. Most Accelodromes that make it through our childhoods typically are missing half the parts. But that's absolutely incredible. He still has a full, complete Accelodrome, at least from what we can see. But it's funny because I think the Accelodrome and the track sets are usually the first things to go. A lot of times our Acceleracers collections can make it through childhood and into adulthood by being put in the attic. But track sets, those typically are the first things to get donated. And then a post by JC Squared himself, the Acceleracers card game featuring the Accelerons, the Squared Corner podcast. This was from a while ago, well over a month at this point. But if you guys haven't seen that episode yet, definitely go check it out. In my opinion, the Accelerons are the two dudes that are the most knowledgeable about the trading card game in the community. They absolutely are unbelievable. And if you aren't subscribed to their YouTube channel yet, the Accelerons, definitely go subscribe. And of course, guys, whenever Overused and Randy Leahy link up for a project, it is absolutely amazing. So this is a 3D printed arm lift custom that was printed by Overused and painted by Randy Leahy. Check it out. We got a couple more shots coming. So here is the completed painted arm lift that Randy posted on the subreddit with the movie accurate reverb. Guys, check out the gloss on that car. And it's funny, I never thought that custom diecast would make me weak in the knees in my adult life, but here we are. Look at the movie accurate high voltage and the reverb with the arm lift customs, guys. These are absolutely out of this world and definitely going to be a great addition to any display. And then we have more custom mastery. This is another post by Raphael Huard. I believe, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please let me know down in the comments how to correctly pronounce it. But check out the color on these chicanes, guys. And I believe he said that these wheels are 3D printed and made by him, and they are absolutely unbelievable. And then a post by Responsible Town 313, the only way to store your reverb. And this is wicked. He's got an acrylic case that has sort of a car garage background on it. That is absolutely sick. It almost looks like a shot that you'd see on one of the trading cards. And then more mastery by Randy Leahy. This is a custom Teku wide body 24/7, guys. Just look at this car, and somebody's going to have to give Randy a challenge to make, because it seems like he can make everything under the sun. Somebody's going to have to give him like an impossible project and see just how far he can come. And then another post by Randy Leahy. You're going to see a lot of him in the next, 5 or 6 shots on the subreddit recap. But this is a bunch of custom chicanes that he's made with those 3D printed wheels, guys, and just check them out. I think he captioned it as "look at this chicanery," and that is an absolutely epic way to put it. All right, and now we're going to see a bunch of shots from his display case that he put together with, all of his customs and all the good stuff that he's been coming up with these days. But the full post on the subreddit had like 20 different photos in it, and I'm only going to put like 7 or 8 in the recap because I could probably make a whole video on the case. Honestly, it's like that incredible. But definitely go check out the post on the subreddit if you haven't seen it already to see like the full case display, because he did an amazing job with it. So this is one of the shelves, guys. Check it out. It's a Metro Realm diorama with the Realm portal on the far right side. You got the Metro Realm buildings in the background, custom 3D printed track that I believe is made by Overused. You might have to correct me down in the comments. Then it looks like we got a Kamikaze Semi, we got a chicane, we've got all sorts of good stuff. And here is an even better shot of that Metro Realm diorama, guys. We got Kurt about to win the Realm, Taro and the drone, or wasn't it a silencer in this one, going back and forth. And then we got the 3D printed Metro Realm truck and the Realm card next to it. What a great display. And then this is down on another shelf in the display. Look at this. We've got chicane next to the simulator car. Everybody remembers that. I think it was from the Cliffside Realm, where a drone jumped into the simulator car and then took off up into the portal and almost got there, but Wild stopped it. But what a neat display. And then another shot of the Teku side with the movie accurate high voltage and the movie accurate synchro with a whole bunch of sweet Teku wheels. And then the last shot from the case that we're going to have in this video, guys. Be sure to go check out the full display photo shoot that he did on the subreddit, because it was absolutely unreal. And in this one we have, of course, the Diorama 1.5, as a lot of people like to call it, with it cut in half. We got the shell of a drone's car, and then it looks like a Metal Maniacs Roadrunner down in the bottom. What a wicked case. And then a post by Ferdinand910 who said, found at a semi-annual flea market for $1.40 each. A reverb, a Rolling Thunder, and an anthracite. And look at all the decals on that reverb. It's in great condition, at least from what I can see. But I've always wondered, when people find deals like this, like $1.40 for a reverb, and you find the reverb in the bin, it's got to be hard to keep your composure and not walk out of there grinning and let people know that you found something really expensive. But I've always wondered how people hold their composure. And then a post by Leave the Mark, who does a ton of great Acceleracers photography. He's got a new diorama in. It looks like a little Starbucks action with all the Teku cars posted up outside. And this is a post by Overused, who said, I have returned. I've taken some time to model an accurate wheel of power. Wanted to turn it into a ring first, however. So I believe these are rings that you can actually put on your hand and wear around. And what a sick idea, a wheel of power ring. And here is another shot of it. Look at that ring with all the realm symbols on it. What a wicked idea. And then a post by Fish Daddy, who said, a new Teku team member enters the realms, gave MST Suzuka an Acceleracers overhaul it deserves. Completely original decals designed by me. Wanted this car to fit right into the universe, and as a worthy extra addition to collections, check out the paint job and paint scheme on that car, guys. Oh my goodness, that is a work of art. Just look at the dragons on the side, and those crystal blue windshields are perfect. And then a post by Eli Mad, who said, LOL, and it's a great screenshot of when the drone punched in the windshield. I believe it was on the Dior too after the storm realm, right? And Vert, you can pinpoint the moment where his heart ripped in half. He knew that he was chalked in this specific moment. And then another post by JC Squared, Acceleracers card game custom deck box. Check out that deck box, guys, with the Cosmic Realm art on it. That is absolutely out of this world. And then another post by Leave the Mark. Check out this shot that he took of Hollowback in late 2021 with the sun setting in the background, or rising. I'm assuming it's setting though, because I know I'm usually not up when the sun's rising, but what a great shot. And then a post by Happy Dankmas, who is back with another 1:18 scale Teku Diora 2. This one has movie accurate wheels. Check out these bad boys. They are absolutely sick. And then to close it out, guys, we have one last custom. This is by Randy Leahy with a candy red Flathead Fury custom, guys. Check out that shine. That is how we're going to end it off. And that is going to wrap it up for the subreddit recap, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know down in the comments what your favorite Acceleracers subreddit post was. If you're not in the subreddit already, go join it. There's over 10,000 members, tons of great Acceleracers action in there, getting better every single day. And guys, be sure to like this video for me, subscribe to the Acceleracers Hub for more Acceleracers related content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.